think our first fish that we did pick up was a triggerfish. I hate that we can't keep them. It's not in season right now.
So we overcame the adversities that we had around us today and just kind of made it happen.
But after that, it was a big, probably 20-pound red snapper. Again, we can't keep that, but it sure was beautiful.
Networking and making new friends in the fishing industry, that's one of the best things about it. Whenever I met Darrell Weaver in the little community of Hopedale, Louisiana, I had no idea that it would lead to a great friendship with his son, Captain Joseph Weaver. As you know, Joseph runs the Wavecutter out of Pensacola Beach, Florida, and this boy can fish. He put us on a lot of fish. It takes 2 episodes to get them all in. We're going to give you a little recap of what we did, and then we're on to the last half of the day. Keep reeling, keep reeling, keep reeling.
And so I think it was around like 160 feet, 170 feet deep.
Pansy inshore fishermen.
So is this bigger than a redfish?
Yes,
Lady
sir.
Luck was on my side.
You said you wanted a big one.
And I looked over and Hallie's rod was just bent almost double.
I got color.
All right, she's been fighting it the whole time. We're just getting color here. We're fixing to find out what it is.
That's a big shark.
Oh, it's a giant. This ain't gonna help.
Yep, that bugger's every bit of 6-7 foot.
That's a big shark.
And her eyes was big as dinner plates. It was just amazing. And then she started really trying to get it to move, and it wasn't moving. It wasn't coming up. It was going out. And she fought it for, I know, at least probably 25 minutes, to the point that her arms were aching so bad she was wanting to give it up. But like I said, she's tough, and she stuck with it, and we fought it. And once it finally come up, it turned out to be a bull shark. We was hoping it was a big grouper, but it turned out to be almost an 8-foot bull shark.
I battled that shark one reel at a time. There was a couple of times I literally had to sit down on the deck of the boat because it was just huge, and it was just an epic battle. It was so much fun. And I got some pretty big high fives for being able to accomplish that. All 135 pounds of me did it by myself, so that was a big feat for the day.
Mangrove, huh?
And the fillets are fantastic. You know, they're pure white meat, and it's just, we got some grouper in there, we got some king involved.
How much money did you give him to give you the good bait?
If you can find something that you truly love, that you're passionate about, then you're going to be more successful at it.
One of my big goals today was to get an offshore entry into the Coastal Conservation Association Star Tournament for the state of Florida, and I did that. I got an incredibly big king mackerel. Being a tournament redfish angler, I don't often get an opportunity in my schedule.
Cap, you've done a great job today.
To go on an offshore charter like this, so I really had a great time fishing with everybody today.
Yeah, this is making me nervous. I didn't like having them teeth that close. Well, I tell you what, first half of this day, caught a lot of fish. So many, couldn't fit them into one episode. We're right back on them. Got a lot of fun stuff coming up for you on part 2. Y'all stick around.
The Fisherman's Guide is brought to you by Silver Slipper Casino, Dad's Super Pawn, Abu Garcia, Berkeley and Penn, Oddball Tackle, Salt Life Optics, Southern Building Supply, Sea Mule Fishing Carts, Catcher's Mitt, Sea to Swamp, Island Marina, Hook Gulf Coast Cuisine, Ocean Marine Group, Parker Poles, Sport Trail Trailers, and Advanced Marine.
Come on down to the Silver Slipper.
Hi, this is John from the Silver Slipper, where the casino action is always lively and fun. Now, you already know that we're passionate about our food, and I'm sure you'll be able to find your favorite table game in the newest slot games available whenever you visit us. So now we're happy to introduce our beautiful new beachside hotel with 129 spacious rooms and suites. So for great fun, food, and awesome views, come on down to the Silver Slipper.
It's a good time at the Silver Slipper.
Everyone knows that fishing is fun, but catching is even better at Island Marina.
Island Marina is home to some of the best inshore fishing anywhere. Island Marina is the first-class, full-service marina and boat yard.
Come on over and you see why everyone knows that fishing is fun, but catching is even better at Island Marina.
Just like money in your pocket, that's Super Pond. When you trade with us, you always get our best. Super deals are wide, whether you sell or buy. We cash checks, we pay bills, we make loans like no one will, and help you keep your pockets filled. Just like money in your pocket, that's Super Pond.
Building a new home? Build it with brick and roofing from Southern Building Supply. Come see our showroom on County Farm Road in Gulfport. We have a wide range of brick in the most popular styles and colors, and our selection of high-quality shingles can add years to the life of your new roof. Southern Building Supply offers on-site delivery of your new brick and rooftop delivery of your new shingles. We're the only locally owned roofing and brick company. Call us today, 228-539-8380. Southern Building Supply.
There we go, fish on.
Got up this morning. Unfortunately, we had a full moon, but it turned out to be a very good day of fishing.
Little fella.
A lot of people, when they come down to Pensacola, you know, we're known for our red snapper season, and during that season, people want to load up on them, and that's great.
Doubled up. Come off. I think mine might have came off. Nope. No?
Ew, what is that?
It's a new species. We're gonna call it the weasel fish.
That's the weasel.
There's whiskers sticking out of his mouth. No, I don't want to touch that thing. It might have something.
After you catch so many, you want something different. You need that variety. And that really makes for a better trip, in my opinion, because if you're just trying to focus on one species, then you're going to lose a lot of opportunity to do things.
Yeah. I tell you, that corner's lucky. That's where I was when I was catching everything.
We've had pretty much a full moon the last couple nights, which kind of turns off the bite during the day. And we had no tide all day. It was slack tide most of the day. I mean, we could just leave the boat. Captain could walk down, fish with us. It was just the current was that bad that we could just sit there on one spot without even really having to hold with the engine. There was almost no wind for most of the day. Bottom machine was being finicky, so we were only seeing bottom. We didn't have a low or high chirp to see the fish.
I told him I was going to take the electric reels and I was making you and Hallie use stand-up gear.
It's a little bit different mindset, and tackle setup is totally different, but it's still a great day of fishing.
Well, they're pretty coming up out of that water, you know it?
They are. Oh, they're beautiful. Yep, I'm on.
Allie's on.
First mate I've got on the boat with us today is David Miller. Great guy, big into land-based shark fishing, so he's a little crazy. He does a great job. He's just always energetic, friendly, good with people.
I feel like I got bait on here compared to that.
There we go.
There you go. Get him.
We weren't expecting to do too good with all the conditions we had against us normally, and we've had a month of straight rain lately, so the water's just been disgusting.
Ooh.
No good salinity.
Yay! Look at that pretty one. That's a what? Yeah. Ooh, listen to him croaking.
Get him, Hallie.
You got me!
Don't you let that fish whip you, girl.
I'm not going to.
Come on. Come on. Oh, no.
fishing, not catching. That's all right. They got another one down there. What you waiting on? We got fish to catch out here today. This is work time. You slept on the way out here. That's over with.
Fish on.
Get him, Corey.
Yeah, having a plan is great. You should always have a game plan, do your homework, you know, have your research done of what you're going to go out and try to do. But also you've got to understand that, you know, you've got the real world you're dealing with. You know, you're chasing fish. You know, they've got tails, they move, the weather's going to change. You know, here in the Gulf of Mexico, we're known for pop-up storms.
There you go.
That double rig.
You've always got to kind of have your game on to be able to adapt to your accommodations and what the world's throwing at you. And today was a perfect example of that. I mean, you know, we've had this trip planned for a while, and I've had these spots picked out we were going to hit for quite some time now, and when we get full moon 3 days in a row. Tide totally stopped on us today. Even, you know, we were so slack tide that I was able to come down and do a little fishing myself, which is odd. I normally don't get to do any of that.
I can't turn anyway. We got the bottom line right.
What we got there? King.
There's a little king.
Where'd we get? Come on.
Oh, watch your lines.
Jeez.
Hang on. Hey, Corey's kicking my butt. He's getting way more bites than me, so they get me rigged up with the same thing he's got. 2 hooks, double trouble. Y'all stick around, we'll be right back.
I'm Shaw Grigsby, and this is my office. A sensational light tackle series saltwater boat from Triton. Whether you're sneaking up on monster reds in skinny water, fishing the tournament in a coastal bay or river, or headed for light offshore action for the trophy of your dreams, no other boat fishes, performs, and fuels your angling passion like a genuine Triton LTS. See them today at a nearby Triton dealer and at tritonboats.com.
For over 80 years, serious anglers have depended on Penn. You can too. When you get that bite of a lifetime, be confident knowing that Penn is with you. Penn, let the battle begin.
Just like money in your pocket, that's Super Pawn. When you trade with us, you always get our best. Super deals are wide, whether you sell or buy. We cash checks, we pay bills, we make loans like no one will, and help you keep your pockets filled. Just like money in your pocket, that's Super Pawn.
Come on down to the Silver Slipper.
Hi, this is John from the Silver Slipper, where the casino action is always lively and fun. Now, you already know that we're passionate about our food, and I'm sure you'll be able to find your favorite table game in the newest slot games available whenever you visit us. So now we're happy to introduce our beautiful new beachside hotel with 129 spacious rooms and suites. So for great fun, food, and awesome views, come on down to the Silver Slipper.
Have a good time at the Silver Slipper.
Brought to you by Dad's Super Pawn.
Hey everybody, Captain Ronnie Daniels of the Fisherman's Guide with an on-the-water pro tip for you today. Look, our new Triton 260 LTS from Ocean Marine has got some serious rod storage. But one of the problems that you'll run into are tangled lines in your rod lockers. We're going to show you a way to cut down on that. And the best way that you can cut down with tangled lines in the locker are rod socks. They're very inexpensive. Takes just a couple seconds to put them on or take them off. If you don't want to do the rod socks, it's not your thing. One other way you can cut down on it is just take your line, wrap it around the rod a few times. That's going to put everything on the blank of the rod, hold it nice and tight and neat. It's going to severely cut down on the amount of tangles you're going to have in the rod locker. There's nothing worse than pulling up on a good bite, reaching in to grab your favorite rod, and it's tangled up in your other 5 favorite rods. Now you're wasting time, you're missing out on fishing. Be more efficient while you're on the water. Last but not least, always, always, always back the drag all the way down before you store your rods for any period of time. These drag systems are like soft washers, and whenever they stay compressed for a long period of time, it decreases the efficiency of your drag system. Hey, y'all have fun out there. We'll see you again next week.
The weather turned out very nice, and the water smoothed out for us.
He's crushing it. We started out a little bit slow. Like I said, some of the fresh water that's come in from the mainland out into the Gulf.
There we go, fish on.
I would say 20 to 30 miles out, we were still kind of dealing with a little bit of that water, that runoff that we've had from all of our rains this summer. And I'm on too. I think it's probably another. He really did an excellent job. He had a lot of spots to check, and ooh, a pretty good one maybe. If we stopped and we were there and we dropped 3 or 4 times and we didn't get anything, he had another spot within a half mile. So it was constant catching, and if we weren't catching, then we were moving and we were finding other spots. So it was just very professional in how he handled the day's trip.
Joseph's a great captain, great guy. I absolutely love working with him. I've grown up fishing my entire life. I love being on a boat. Even if I wasn't going to get paid to be on a boat, I would still go out on the boat.
I got his stand! Woohoo!
What?
Get some pictures with it?
Oh yeah, that's what we want to see.
Sweet!
Pull it straight up.
There you go.
He's a little new to the boat at the moment. This is probably about his 3rd run with me. But I really think he's been a good fit. We work well together, we communicate well together, and I can trust him. So that's one thing I really like about him. It's hard to find people you really trust with all your gear and your equipment when you're out there taking people on the trip of their life.
Woo.
So for the most part, we were using 4/0 pin centers.
Hook me up. They like that squid.
There's a good, cheaper combo. We had 50-pound monofilament on them.
Captain Ronnie on keeping us on this hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on.
As soon as they got down, I got smacked. I couldn't even get the slack out of it.
With 80-pound monofilament leaders.
This one's not very big, whatever it is, but it's fish.
And we had some smaller 7/0 circle hooks on them.
Oh, doubled up. There she is.
Woo!
We were using 10 ounces of lead.
I think I got my bait took.
And we were using anything from cut squid to cut cigar minnows and northern mackerel.
Hey, I need to.
Another trigger, big trigger.
Ah, dang, too bad we can't keep them things. That's my favorite fish.
Really?
Oh, I love it.
We were just dropping it to the bottom, reeling it up about 15 foot and waiting to feel a fish on and reel up.
He's the meat man today. This was my first time that I'd ever fished on the Wavecutter. This one feels a little bit better than that last one. If I wasn't a fisherman, I would have just sat in on those beautiful leather couches and enjoyed my day. Is that I got 2.
Take me about a second.
Color. I have 2! I got a double hookup!
Good job!
Woohoo! I'd have been a princess inside because it's absolutely awesome. I knew it felt heavier. Top notch as far as a charter boat is concerned. Oh, just one. Good one though.
What's that?
Yay! Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Boy, I tell you what, you about wore me out today. We're gonna move on to the next spot, try to find y'all another species to add to this episode. Y'all stick around because we're gonna be right back.
Come on down to the Silver Slipper.
Hi, this is John from the Silver Slipper, where the casino action is always lively and fun. Now, you already know that we're passionate about our food. And I'm sure you'll be able to find your favorite table game in the newest slot games available whenever you visit us. So now we're happy to introduce our beautiful new beachside hotel with 129 spacious rooms and suites. So for great fun, food, and awesome views, come on down to the Silver Slipper.
Have a good time at the Silver Slipper.
Hey, I'm Captain Ronnie Daniels with Fisherman's Guide. Today we're here at Cedar Swamp. This is a store that carries what catches fish. For your next outing, freshwater, saltwater, inshore or offshore, Cedar Swamp's got the gear that works.
Today's recipe is brought to you by Seamule Fishing Carts.
Hey guys, Chef Corey Hudson here again with Hook Gulf Coast Cuisine. Today we're going to take somewhat of a lighter approach. We're doing one of our best-selling salads. It's the classic wedge with crispy fried oysters and our house-made blue cheese dressing. The ingredients for this salad are 1 wedge of iceberg lettuce, 5 or 6 tomatoes sliced in half, 1 ounce of bacon bits, 6 oysters, 1 cup of corn flour, 3 ounces of Tony Chachere's, balsamic reduction, 3 ounces of blue cheese dressing, 1 cup of mayo, half a cup of sour cream, 3 ounces of cream cheese, 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, juice of 1 lemon, 1 cup of blue cheese crumbled. Now to make this blue cheese dressing, get a bowl and a whisk, add half a cup of mayo, 1/4 cup sour cream, 3 ounces cream cheese, pinch of minced garlic, the juice of 1 lemon, mix all that together, and if it's too thick for you, just thin it out with a little water or chicken stock. Then add the blue cheese crumbles at the end. Now it's pretty basic to set up the salad. I like to drizzle a little balsamic reduction on the plate before I set the lettuce down. All you gotta do is just bring some balsamic vinegar to a boil, thicken it with a little cornstarch slurry, and cool it overnight in the fridge. But place that on the plate, then throw on the lettuce, the tomatoes, the bacon bits, fry the oysters, place them on the salad as well. But the thing that makes this sauce so good, and I can't take credit for it, it was given to me from a friend and an old past sous chef, Reuben Hanberry. It's the cream cheese that sets it off. It takes away the big punch of the tongue, pungent flavor that blue cheese does, and it complements the salad very, very well. It's just a refreshing salad, nice and crisp. "115 meters.
We got to do a little deep dropping. That was fun.
He's claiming your title. There we go.
I caught a tilefish!
That is awesome. What do we got over there?
Porgy.
Chef Porgy.
Big one too.
Chef Porgy.
Well, everybody was saying that I had the hot stick. I was catching more fish than Captain Ronnie, and you could tell it was eating them up inside. It's going in the skillet.
We in position to drop again?
Well, that's the exciting part about deep sea fishing. When you go deep sea fishing, you really don't know what's going to come up and end up on the back of the boat.
That's the thing about him. He never stops. He keeps trying and trying, and he wanted to get a grouper.
You're getting mad again, huh?
And nothing stopped. He kept dropping down 400 feet over and over again. And
I thought it was awesome that we were sitting there deep dropping and nothing's hidden, and then just bam, we had triple hookup, lines getting tangled, we untangled. We had a guy with a manual hand crank pulling up from 350 foot.
This one's got a little bit more pull to it.
Takes a lot of effort. And then we had 2 electric reels where you just push the button and it's coming up for you.
We caught a lot of different species today.
Oh, there's a grouper.
Snapper, red snapper, vermilion snapper, white snapper, porgies, king mackerel, tiles, groupers, shark, and I mean, we caught a lot of nice sized fish, and that's typically what I try to do. Most people don't even consider trading in the electric reels, you know, for their spinning rod. They don't have the talent, they don't have the feel for it, and that's really a niche I got to give you credit for. You did a great job on that. So
eventually he got one, and you could tell he was very, very happy about it. You bring that to the restaurant, my boy.
Yes. That's awesome. I never caught one of those.
But it's good. You always be able to have something that's going to entertain you, as well as be able to take home and enjoy again.
You need that variety, and that really makes for a better trip, in my opinion, because if you're just trying to focus on one species, then you're going to lose a lot of opportunity to do things. So being able to take that diversity and just hit the reefs and the wrecks, the natural bottoms and the pyramids and different things, you get a better trip, in my opinion. So that's kind of what I try to do.
Well, we kept them in the water beside the boat, and the hook was actually in the hammer itself.
Getting out there into that deeper water takes a lot of time. Most vacationers don't want to spend that kind of time. You're 2 to 3 hours just to get out to that water. And so the deep dropping's a specialty. That's really a treat to be able to take people out and do that. I love it. When I go out and fun fish myself, that's what I go do. You never know what's coming up. And the grouper, of course, they're phenomenal to eat. But no, we don't get to do it as much as I'd like.
Those were some of my first snowy grouper we caught. We caught a nice scamp, a real nice scamp. We caught a pretty good king mackerel, which we got to enter in a tournament for one of the people on board. And we caught a really nice red snapper, but they're not in season for us right now, so we had to let him go. Caught a bunch of them extinct triggerfish, and we ended up getting a nice little tile fish and a bunch of sharks that kept, stealing our fish and stealing our bait and stealing our hooks. We decided, instead of sitting there trying to get it out on the side of the boat, he was getting tired and all we were worried about it, we opened the fish door, threw him in real fast, popped the hook out as fast as we could, and just shoved him right back in, and he swam off like a champ. We expected to pretty much catch a few fish and go home, and we ended up hitting it pretty good inshore, and then offshore we did even better.
Seems like everybody had a real good time.
Y'all be sure to tune in next week for all the highlights of Season 4 and our season finale.
The Fisherman's Guide is brought to you by Silver Slipper Casino, Dad's Super Pawn, Abu Garcia, Berkeley and Penn, Oddball Tackle, Salt Life Optics, Southern Building Supply, Seamule Fishing Carts, Catcher's Mitts, Sea to Swamp, Island Marina, Hook Gulf Coast Cuisine, Ocean Marine Group, Parker Poles, Sport Trail Trailers, and Advanced Marine.